Imagine waking up one day to find your entire neighborhood underwater, streets flooded, buildings tilting and sinking, and your city slowly disappearing beneath the waves. This isn't a disaster movie. It's already happening to some of the world's biggest cities right now. In the next 9 minutes, you'll discover the shocking truth about places that are literally sinking underwater. Hey everyone, welcome back. Rising sea levels combined with human caused land subsidence are creating one of the most underreported crises of our time. Today, we're diving deep into the cities and countries that are vanishing underwater faster than most people realize. From massive Asian megacities to iconic European landmarks and vulnerable island nations, these places face an existential threat. Let's step into the baseline. Number 15, Bangkok, Thailand. This bustling capital with over 10 million people is sinking at rates exceeding 1 centimeter per year in many districts. Decades of heavy groundwater pumping for industry and households have caused the soft clay soil to compact and drop. When you add accelerating sea level rise from climate change, experts warn that one-third of the city could be permanently underwater by 2050. Flooding is already a regular nightmare during monsoon season, disrupting transportation and daily life for millions. Number 14, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Built on the low-lying Mekong Delta, this economic powerhouse is experiencing significant subsidence from groundwater extraction and rapid urbanization. Parts of the city are sinking several millimeters each year while seas rise. Projections show large residential and industrial areas could face permanent inundation by mid-century, threatening the livelihoods of millions in one of Southeast Asia's most dynamic cities. Number 13, Manila, Philippines. The densely packed capital is one of the fastest sinking major cities on Earth. Some areas are dropping at alarming rates due to overpumping of aquifers and construction on soft soils. Combined with frequent typhoons and rising Pacific waters, entire communities are at risk of displacement in the coming decades. Number 12, Shanghai, China. This global financial hub sits on soft delta sediments. Excessive groundwater use in past decades caused parts of the city to sink more than a meter during the 20th century. Today, engineers are fighting a constant battle with rising seas, building higher seawalls and improving drainage, but the long-term risks for its 25 million residents remain serious. Number 11, Lagos, Nigeria. Africa's largest city is sinking while facing explosive population growth. Coastal erosion, subsidence, and poor drainage systems worsen flooding in low-lying areas. Millions living in informal settlements are particularly vulnerable as sea levels continue to climb. Number 10, Miami and South Florida, United States. Sunny day king tides and nuisance flooding are now routine in parts of the city. The porous limestone foundation allows seawater to rise through the ground, while land subsidence and global sea level rise compound the problem. Billions are being spent on pumps and barriers, but scientists warn the city faces an uphill battle this century. Number 9, New Orleans, United States. Much of the city was built below sea level and continues to sink due to wetland loss, groundwater extraction, and natural compaction. Hurricane Katrina was a wake-up call, but ongoing subsidence means large areas remain highly vulnerable to future storms and rising Gulf waters. Number 8, Venice, Italy. The legendary floating city is subsiding at about 2 millimeters per year while the Adriatic Sea rises. Aqua alta floods are becoming more frequent and severe, damaging historic buildings and disrupting daily life. The massive Moe's barrier system provides temporary protection, but many experts see it as a race against time. Number 7, Jakarta, Indonesia, currently one of the most critical cases. The capital is sinking up to 6 to 7 inches per year in northern districts because of massive groundwater pumping to support its 10 plus million residents. Large parts of the city could be permanently underwater by 2050. That's why Indonesia is building an entirely new capital on Borneo. Number 6, Alexandria, Egypt. This ancient Mediterranean port city is highly vulnerable. Subsidence and sea level rise threaten both modern neighborhoods and priceless archaeological sites. Millions of residents could face displacement as the Nile Delta slowly sinks. Number 5, Dhaka, Bangladesh. The overcrowded capital in the Ganges Brahmaputra Delta is one of the most at risk megacities. Frequent flooding, subsidence, and rising seas already force seasonal migrations. Experts fear it could become one of the largest sources of climate refugees this century. Number 4, Rotterdam and the Dutch lowlands. While the Netherlands is a global leader in flood defense with its famous dikes and barriers, large portions of the country sit below sea level and are slowly subsiding. The fight against the North Sea is never ending. Number 3, the Maldives. This beautiful Indian Ocean island nation averages just 1.5 meters above sea level. Rising waters could make most islands uninhabitable by 2100. The government is already building higher artificial islands and investing heavily in adaptation. Number 2, Tuvalu, Kiribati, and other Pacific atoll nations. These low-lying islands are losing land at an alarming rate. Some have already seen entire coastlines erode away. Their entire cultures, languages, and ways of life are threatened with extinction as seas rise. And number 1, the most urgent right now, Jakarta and other major Asian delta cities, including those in the Mekong and Ganges Brahmaputra deltas. The deadly combination of rapid subsidence from groundwater over extraction, massive populations, and accelerating sea level rise makes them the biggest ticking time bombs for humanitarian and economic disaster this century. There you have it, the cities and countries that are sinking underwater as we speak. This crisis is driven by climate change, unsustainable groundwater use, and urban development on soft soils. The solutions are clear but difficult. Stricter groundwater regulations, mangrove restoration, better coastal defenses, emission reductions, and in some cases, planned relocation of entire populations. The window for action is closing fast. Which sinking city or country surprised you the most? Have you experienced flooding or subsidence in your own area? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments. If you want more videos on climate impacts, disappearing places, extreme weather, or how cities are fighting back, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with friends. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, support sustainable practices, and I'll see you in the next one. Our planet is changing rapidly. Let's make sure we adapt wisely before it's too late.